Ironically, junior Katie Walker, a fellow journalism student, has been living extremely close to the cathedral and during her time abroad. Earlier this week, Addi had the opportunity to Skype into Katie and talk about her experience.
Well, we are here Skyping today with Katie Walker. She is currently a University of Illinois student studying abroad in Paris. Katie, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for Skyping in. We really wanted to get your opinion. As I know you're aware of, obviously, the historical fire that just happened at the Notre Dame Cathedral. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing right now, studying abroad, and then we'll get into what your experience was like these last few days.
Yeah, so I'm a French minor at U of I, so I'm here doing a semester abroad, and I'm taking classes in French like art history and romanticism, and then I'm teaching English as well.
Awesome, that's exciting. How's your studying abroad experience been so far?
I love it. It's awesome. It definitely was a rough adjustment at first, but all in all, totally worth it.
Awesome. Well, from our understanding, you were near the Notre Dame Cathedral on Monday. Can you talk just a little bit about your day, where you were, what you were doing when you found out?
Yeah, so there's two islands in the center of Paris, and Notre Dame is on one island called l'Île de la Cité, and I live on the other island, l'Île de Saint-Louis, so I was like a 50-step away walk from being able to see it right from the bridge. So I was actually asleep. I was taking a nap after class, and my professor called me to make sure that I was okay because he knew that I lived so close to the fire. And so I woke up when he called and decided I'd go take a look at it. So I walked outside to a safe location, and I got to see it with my own eyes, which was eerie because it was exciting and cool that I was a part of this big moment in history, but it was also very tragic.
Yeah, absolutely. And what were you, I mean, you've been there for almost a semester now. What were you kind of feeling when you saw that, the smoke and from what I know, you could see it from just about anywhere in the city. What was kind of going through your head when you saw that?
Well, it was interesting. Everyone was silent around me. So most people were just amazed. It's not very often that you see a building on fire, especially one of that stature that's that large. So there was that going on, but everybody was just really quiet because it was just so sad. I mentioned I was taking art history courses here. There's a lot of artifacts and relics and history to that building. It's, I think, just over 800 years old, and it's just amazing to look at because you think about all the history that went into building it, and it was just sad to watch all of that go away.
Yeah, absolutely. And during your time there, have you gotten the chance to go inside the cathedral? Have you been able to see it?
Yeah, luckily I did. I went inside a couple of times, and it was beautiful. So yeah, I got to see it before, which was nice.
Wow, yeah, exactly. And you said that obviously you were shocked. What are the locals feeling about this? People who have lived there their whole life, and this is just something that's part of their city or maybe part of their religion. What's kind of the overall vibe going on in the city right now?
Yeah, it's interesting. Most of them are all just very sad, is what I would say. Like I said, they were all completely silent when we were watching it happen. There was kind of just a moment of shock. But I taught students today, and the little 12-year-old students that I teach that are French were asking me, making sure, did you get to see it before it was gone? Like making sure that I had memorialized it properly, So it's all just very sad. And there's all kinds of signs around the city about donating money to fix it. I know his name is Francois-Henri Pinault, and he owns he owns a company that oversees companies like Gucci and big luxury brands like that, and he just donated 100 million euros to the reconstruction. So there's a big following behind getting Notre Dame back on its feet.
Yeah, absolutely. That was one of the other things I was going to talk to you about seems to be there's a lot of, just within the last 24 hours of, monetary support that's coming in, obviously from big donations, but a lot of smaller donations that are adding up. Do you think there's a lot of hope when it comes to rebuilding quickly, or do you know of anybody saying about a time frame when it comes to rebuilding?
I read somewhere that it's going to take at least about 25 years to reconstruct.
Wow.
But I also read that one of the firefighters who was a first responder for 9/11 saw a photo of the interior, and he thought that that looked pretty promising, actually,
Wow.
by comparison, just because it's only one floor that's caved in as opposed to multiple. And I think a lot of relics were saved as well, so that's good. But I think there is a tremendous amount of support behind getting it reconstructed. It's just a matter of time and effort. And also, too, and I think personally, walking by it, the roof is what is truly damaged because it was all wooden, but the stone around it has maintained maintained well. So I
Great.
think that part won't be too hard to reconstruct.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Katie, for your time, and enjoy the rest of your few weeks left there studying abroad, and we thank you so much for Skyping in.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.